Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, DC Dark Legion will be the topic. So we have a brand new community news announcement. First DC Dark Legion dev Q&A. So this is something what community manager Super Helen posted, and it is connected with the half-year anniversary of DC Dark Legion. So on September 14th, DC Dark Legion will be officially launched for 6 months already. What an incredible journey these months have been, and it's all thanks to you, our incredible community. We are committed to many more months and years battling the Dark Legion at your side. To demonstrate the commitment, we are holding our first dev Q&A. So I will show you that. We're gonna check it out. There are already so many people leaving some questions, so we're gonna go through all of them pretty much, or most of them. Ask and answer session with DC Dark Legion dev team. Submit each question as a new forum post in the temporary channel Ask Devs. There is no limit to number of questions you can submit. After the deadline, we'll close the channel and curate approximately 10 to 12 of the best questions to answer in a follow-up post. When? Submit your questions before Monday, September 15th, so 7 days, okay, at 6 a.m. UTC. Please note, due to language barrier, need to coordinate answers with multiple parties, etc. The final answer will take few weeks to be released. Since this is our first Q&A, thanks in advance for your patience and understanding through any speed bumps. Looking forward to reading your questions. Go ask, and away in Ask Devs. And please stay tuned. We have a ton of special community events coming in the next couple of weeks. And I cannot wait for the upcoming updates as well, especially September and October will be also like huge. Let me now check out what other people are asking. We have Tiny's World. Would there be a system in the future where you could borrow one champion from someone on either your league or friends list for one match quest like other games currently have? Even going as far as limiting how often you could borrow a champion per day? Okay, that's a nice question. Mr. posted, the DC universe is massive, with hundreds or maybe thousands of characters to pick from. Over the course of the game's launch, we've seen the focus seems to be in fleshing out the underdeveloped factions in roster, Amazon's League of Assassins and Superman family, as well as adding new teams outsiders. At the same time, there are plenty of champions for developed teams teased within the game itself, such as Black Manta and Riddler, some which have been heavily promoted in the game marketing, such as Beast Boy and Wally West, thus leading to an expectation by the player base that these champions are likely to be prioritized for release going forward. With 3 factions still without a team bonus, Atlanteus, Flash Family and Green Lantern Corps, and certain teams barely playable, Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad. My question is, what is the devs process for deciding who is the next champion? How do they balance player expectations with their own desires for the game? And what will be the focus on the new additions going forward? That's a really good question right here. Can we have an Alliance versus Alliance Meta Brawl event monthly, where 2 alliances are matched against each other and the players battle it out with opposing members in the Meta Brawl? That's really good. Is it possible to shift the time of battle Gotham in the game? Okay, I will just continue to some other stuff that I'm more interested in. When will you create more storylines and or quests available to unlock new characters for free, not just with the Blitz system? I mean, they've done a really good thing with the crypto, right? But if they can do for more things, for more units, for free, that would be god tier. Where Riddler, Beast Boy, Wally West, Darkseid, Ares, Steppenwolf, Lobo, free Green Lantern version. Will you make available permanently to do attack or raid during battle options on map? Will the time be reduced to 10 minutes instead of 8 hours for exploration? Will the automatic options be at faster pace or speed during loadings? Can Wonder Woman be changed to mythic as soon as she gets only one red star, please? And get rid of the quest on the map as soon as it's finished. Okay. Yeah, really good questions as well. When will Dark Legion be nerfed? 95% of all endgame players are using the same lineup, and it's so boring, and the game is losing its variety. Will there be some rebalance, please? I mean, I believe Justice League Dark can be destroyed. You just need to have the right counters. I believe it's good to have certain metas, but I truly believe you can counter the Justice League Dark team. Hello FunPlus, I have some questions for you regarding the in-game content. Questions regarding in-game content. Are there plans to add unique legacies for everyone? As a follow-up, are there also more plans to add future legacies? The number of mythic legacies is rather low. Number 2, could you explain why you decided to choose certain factions over others and not give certain tags as well? For example, why Killer Croc got Legion of Doom and not Arkham? Yeah, it just like, yeah, for some units we were like, wow, why? Can you also explain why you use promotional art of characters that are not yet in game? Do you have any plans to release more non-bleed mythics more often? Then we have more questions. To whoever is answering, who is your favorite in-game character and why? Where did you get the legacy piece ideas from? Okay, also really good questions. Why don't you make Batman and Hal Jordan easily accessible for the free-to-play players? It's too difficult to get them. I'm playing this game from the beginning, but still don't have both of these. Replace a new character or an existing character with Hal Jordan and make both them accessible with custom mythic selection shards. Make Batman stronger. Oh yes, please. When we finally get Batman buff, he's weak, and why doesn't he have any House of Secrets item? Batman definitely needs some more love. I agree, bro. It's DC Dark Legion. The face of all of that is let's get real Batman, bro. So I don't know. Some of the things they're doing, they're like their communication is amazing. They improve the game tremendously from the beginning, and everything else, okay. But some things are just unlogical. Some unlogical stuff. Like Batman should be busted. I don't know why they're waiting. Maybe they plan to release an alternate form of Batman. Yeah, that's for sure they're gonna do. But why not to buff our regular Batman as well? Hi team, will there be exclusive new characters being launched through new stories instead of Bleed? Bleed runs take longer, and having new story quests in the game will allow players to feel more interested in the game. I agree. I like when the new unit drops and everything else, but now we're gonna have also reruns in between. It will just take forever until we get a new characters. Like it will be just like one character per month. Yeah, sometimes it is just not interesting. Along with old, lovable characters the DC lovers are aware of, will new characters be added that have been recently introduced in DC Comics? When will the big bads of DC, like Darkseid, Mongol, Doomsday, Brainiac, etc., will be introduced? Will they have special events, especially for them, like Dark Knights? All those questions are really, really, really good. Let me see some of those now. I'll just focus on the most liked questions. When will you give us the ability to selectively choose how many mother boxes we want to open? When you have a task for 5, but you can only open 15 to 100 is getting old. I definitely agree with this. That's a really good question. At level 35, all but 2 of my legendary characters are at 5 red, and I'm getting to the point where I'm getting a lot of Wonderline particles, but I don't believe those particles are enough to cover the waste of using resources in mother boxes or in the bleed. Also, as Araster explains, I'm worried that the time periods of certain Mythic Plus characters being unavailable increases. I agree. I definitely agree. Will Jason get his Wonder Woman treatment considering he's the only non-mythic around the Bat fam? Also give us more shards, because even with Wonder Woman it's hard to get her mythical without paying. I agree. Let's see, this one, day 1 of Supreme Commander. What plans are there to update Supreme Commander day 1? At the moment, it doesn't take into account people who no longer have drones to use. Will we be getting more levels for the war room and other rooms, along with more quests or whatever the terminology is for the games you play on the map tied to the war room level? More levels of training simulator as well. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped with the war room. It doesn't make any sense, because it is time for more levels. Like, it will just give us nice buffs to the characters even furthermore. So yeah, they could do that. What are the top 3 things we look forward in the upcoming timeline of the DC Dark Legion? Oh yes, please tell me that. I run Batman Family as my main team. So far, my team is doing well on both PvP and PvE. However, I noticed Bat Family does not have a dedicated healer. I was wondering if we'll be getting a dedicated support for Bat Family in the near future. I believe yes. I truly believe yes. That is my answer. Okay, so we went a little bit through all the current questions. I will definitely type my own question. I honestly need to think about this, and then I'll post it. But guys, well done. I believe, again, this is a good thing from the developers, Q&A. Hopefully they're gonna address the most important questions, and hopefully we're gonna get the most important answers. Hopefully they're gonna do something special for the 6 months anniversary. Come on, it's been 6 months. This is nice and all, but we want some crazy stuff in game, so please do that. I'm looking forward to that special variant. I know some people aren't. I just want a new Batman. That's all what I wish for. New busted Batman. That's the only thing what is missing. Definitely buff the older Batman. Come on, make him stronger. This is not enough, not even close. Yeah, this is my main focus now in my head, but definitely I'll make a proper question later on. That's it. Love ya. Thank you for all support, and by your opinions in the comment section below. Let me hear them.